See if I'm on there, would you? Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Stratego Freaks for another exciting game. Today's game is pretty cool. It's going to be between the number one online player in the world right now, Winner. And let's actually, while we're waiting for these guys, let's take a look at the rankings here. Oh, 1 second, please. Will you call my dad? I'm doing it. Okay. Winner is currently sitting at 886.9 ELO and is clearly dominating the ELO rankings here. The top 20 guys are all very talented, but Winner has definitely set himself above the rest right now with very solid, consistent performances. So he reached out to Jack the other day to have a best of 7 series. Now, Nemesis is sitting currently, although this isn't an updated ELO score, I believe he won today against Henry Domerkamp, putting him up into the top 10, I believe. Either at 9 or I believe it's the 9th spot. So the bottom line is we're looking at 2 of the best American players here. And now that I look at it, if we're counting American players here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of the top 20 players currently online are American players, which when I first started the game, there wasn't, or at least, I wasn't really following too closely, but there wasn't a huge American contingent. I do know Zach 21 and Fairway, amongst some other guys, were, kind of the top guys at the time when I first started coming on. But clearly, the game is evolving and more Americans are discovering it and they're throwing their hat into the ring. And as we can see right now, North America has some very strong players. Maelstrom isn't on this list. He should be. I know he doesn't play a whole lot more. And I think he's a Canadian player. Zach 21, we all know Zach. He's one of the top guys doing it. And even though he's down a little bit, he's clearly a top 5, top 10 player consistently. Not yet. And let me see here. Frosty, he's another guy that is, on any given day can beat anybody in the world. So the bottom line is Nemesis has established himself at the young age. He just turned 15, by the way, to be a top level player and has been watching Winner for a number, for at least a year. Actually, let me get out of this real quick and go back and see where we're at here. Okay, so both players are here and about to play. It's probably going to take these guys a minute to set up their setups and get organized. But the bottom line is, by the way, I forgot to mention, Silverhammer will be joining us for commentating. He is taking care of his business, and when he's organized and ready to rock, he's going to be popping in when he can, and that's always going to be very exciting to have the legendary Silverhammer join us. So both players setting up, and I'm expecting a real fun game. They played, let me switch this, rotate view. And I'm expecting a real good match here. The last time they played, Nemesis got a pretty decisive victory, and things worked out for him. He played a pretty aggressive and smart game, and took advantage of an early general advantage. He got the general early, and he never really let go and kind of went for it. And made a few good reads there to attain the victory. So Winner reached out shortly thereafter and wanted to get this challenge, and here we go. All right, Winner coming down with the early center. I have no idea what to expect, by the way. Nemesis has not told me what he is going to do. So this could be, it's probably a completely new setup, and there's an early exchange. All right, both players scouting, and totally even thus far. I know that Nemesis really respects Winner and enjoys playing him very much, and really enjoys playing the best players that he can find. And if you're going to play the best players, Winner's the guy to do it. So, never seen Nemesis turn down a challenge, and I don't think Winner has either. So, couple of early lieutenants in Nemesis's favor. And a quick discovery of Nemesis's gen. Aggressive captain play there by Nemesis. And okay, here we go. So here comes the general coming up. And more exchanging happening. Even on the scouts, Nemesis down a captain, but up the 3 lieutenants. This could be a very fast game or a grind. I've seen these guys play a number of times. In fact, the first time Nemesis played Winner was back in 2024, and it was like 40 games lost, like 40 losses really, and then he managed to draw, and from that point he's managed to rip off a couple wins. I think he's got 3 victories and done a lot better. Trying to figure out this game. So if you're gonna want to learn how to play the game, you want to play guys like Winner, and that's what he's doing. So I think a best of 7 is going to be a great experience for young Nemesis and Winner alike, because clearly Nemesis is gaining skill and becoming a hard player to beat, and I know Winner wants to play the best, and that's what we're seeing here. And okay. Hats off to Winner to play these matches ranked as well. Very crafty play here. It's hard to determine what's taking place. Winner down the early minor. So, Winner using a little bit more time than Nemesis. I do expect this to be a fairly fast-paced game, but the last few games I've watched, it was very close in time. So, all right. So, Colonel discovered. We have the known gen on Nemesis's side, and now a known Colonel for Winner, and he picks up another sergeant there. Flag could be anywhere. Both contestants will put it anywhere, really. I expect them to have it bombed in today. That's an early Colonel. So that's 2 Colonels on Winner's side. And now a known Major discovering that major, and he's got it locked off with that kernel. Let's see if that is going to get pinched off. Let's see what's coming down here. Is this a gen? Is this a marsh? I will say the advantage right now is in winner's court with that extra captain for sure. He's, clearly a very savvy player and knows how to play with advantages. So it's going to be up to Nemesis to figure out a way to grind back into this game. Looks like Nemesis has put on the brakes and is waiting for winner to make a move. So a little bit of anti-playing happening here early in the game. And, that could be for a number of reasons. Maybe he doesn't like the position. He's trying to decipher, not use a lot of time. Maybe put the time back in. All right, so we got a push here. Now the question is the, it's really hard to say. The I5 piece, is that a spy? And this H4 square for Nemesis could be a marshal looking to hit, or a gen, and he's having a hard time deciphering. Oh, and he's pulling back. Now bringing it up, and this is very interesting. Pushes. Now, this H3, is it the big piece? I know Winner's really contemplating a hit here. He may go for it just to grab it and get info. It's hard to say. He can play down a big piece like that. As we all know, it could be one moved, and he does hit insta. And I got to think that because Nemesis did not hit right away, that is not the piece. So now, winner up a major and a captain. Very early in the game. This is a hard deficit to come back from. So if Nemesis is going to win this game, he is going to need to play phenomenal Stratego. Nemesis using his clock now, trying to decipher the right course of action. Crunching right now, really thinking. Okay, turning his focus on the A file on the left side of the board. Nemesis being very stingy right now. Not quite sure how to progress here. Every piece is so valuable now. Puts the brakes on. It's a good scout there from Winner. Nemesis course correcting. I believe, yeah, what is this coming down? I think, sadly I've already lost track of Nemesis's gen, but I believe it's on C4 here. The mystery of the both marshals are still out there. Exchange of generals. And I think that works in Winner's favor. Both players coveting the back 2 rows pretty good. Nemesis with 10 bombed in possible locations, and I believe 8 for Winner for possible flags. No bombs have been discovered yet, so it is a very secret game right now. Nemesis going down in time, just underneath Winner for the first time in the match. Still plenty of time, though. It's not a factor. And you'll notice in these type of games that the pace will vary. It will be extremely fast play. They will kind of make some assessments, and then all of a sudden the game gets ramped up. So I expect to see that, and pieces to be exchanged quickly. Colonel, but he does get a sergeant back. And now a push on the B file here from Nemesis, and coming back down. I think Nemesis is really going to force Winner to make some decisions here. He's down in material. He doesn't like how this game started clearly, and is trying to figure out, the right course of action. I mean, when you're playing someone like Winner, any mistake is painful, and it can ultimately determine the game very early. This aggressive push down another sergeant. So this is going to be a best of 7. They have not determined when the next game will be played, but I imagine, it'll take place over the course of a week or so. We're going to see a lot of different styles happen in the course of those 7 games. I expect some different, a change of pace, setups, of course, and aggressiveness. It's going to change game to game, no doubt. But for a first game, we're talking about a feel out game here. This is the first best of 7 challenge between these two, and I think Winner has a lot of experience and kind of came in knowing how he was going to navigate through this. I believe Nemesis is still deciphering what his game will look like. And that's where we're at right now, trying to figure things out. 11 minutes for both players. For sure, Nemesis trying to keep that Marshall coveted and spring it when the time is right. Pushes. Both spies could be anywhere. Very, very challenging to figure out with these guys. I've seen Nemesis play in down positions before, and the kid is a fighter, and he will grind out and make the opponent earn that victory, which I think is important for any player. If you really want to win, sometimes you've got to make things challenging clearly for your opponent, and that means if you're not sure, you got to force your opponent to do something, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. And Winner will no doubt make an assessment and go for stuff, especially being up a few pieces there. I do not doubt that he will make a push down the board and take a couple risks to figure it out. Now this piece that just pushed up on from C9, this is a very suspect piece. This could very well be the Marshal and or the spy. Keep my cursor on there just to kind of keep it on your radar. All right, so center action happening here. Some transferring of pieces. Tension in the center. Winner kind of abandoning that right side at the moment. He does have pieces stacked up over there, but he's not progressing them. Just kind of keep them over there, blocking anything attack and forcing Nemesis to actually, do something over there as well. All right, some progression on the left side. And clearly the flag could be anywhere. Marshall exposed for the first time. So giving up the minor to get the information. And I think that's a good move for Nemesis right now. Clearly he needed to know where the Marshall is. Now, that doesn't, you know, it definitely helps for sure. With Nemesis's Marshall being unknown, this is, you know, very interesting now. So let's take a look at the boneyard. Down the major, down the captain, up the 2 lieutenants, down a couple of sergeants, even on minors, but the Nemesis still has a late game scout. Interesting. So this is being pinched off in the center here. A strong, aggressive center play by Winner, centralizing the Marshall there. And, you know, I believe the I-4 piece here is a Colonel. I could be wrong. Please let me know in the comments if I'm totally blowing it on piece location. I'm sure I am. Okay, this H3 piece moves over. And with Winner out of scouts, that does allow a little bit of freedom for the spy and the Marshal for Nemesis to put itself in some vulnerable positions that it normally wouldn't be able to, especially if you wanted to keep those secret. So let's see if you can utilize that. Interesting. Winner coming down, probably scouting piece, trying to figure out a bomb, spy, or just take something. You know, he is up in material there, so he won't be afraid to go for something for sure. Winner having pieces down in Nemesis's setup. You know, if you're looking to apply pressure and dominate the board, getting pieces down and blocking off those files is important. All right, a push. Nemesis creeping up a piece on the left side here. Interesting. Yeah, Winner wants to see this G3 piece for sure. I think he's sensing that this could very well be the spy.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Silverhammer, thanks for joining, bud.
Yeah, hey. Better late than never, I guess.
For sure, bro. For sure. Always
So,
glad to have you here.
Oh, thanks. So we got some middle game action.
Yeah, and advantage here for Winner with the major and the captain. But Nemesis
You got the major?
Yeah, he got the major, and the Marshall is unknown
For Nemesis.
for Nemesis. So, real interesting game here, for
The
sure.
general trade.
Yep.
Then yeah, okay.
I really,
Winner's Marshall is known though.
yeah, I believe it's on E6.
Yeah, in the center. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we looking from
I have Nemesis,
Nemesis point
on,
of view? Yeah.
on my, yeah.
Sweet. Well, good deal.
Yeah, they're clearly putting some thought into it. Winner came out with real aggressive on the right side of the board, managed to scoop up a couple pieces there. And
Right.
but then Nemesis,
Yeah, but it looks.
Nemesis
Yes.
went into a kind of a shuffle anti-play mode for a while. All right, here we go. I think I do believe that the fact that Winner is coming back, he doesn't necessarily feel comfortable, and I could be totally misreading this, but earlier in the game he went for a piece, and it looked like he was trying to maybe stop a miner. All right, that's a take.
Wow.
And that's a take. So now down the 2 pieces there.
Advantage.
Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna say there's three lieutenants for the captain and major there for a moment.
Right.
Which is not bad.
No, not at all. So clearly Nemesis has his work cut out for him. If he's going to get back in this match, he's going to have to make a... Oh, here's a push.
Yeah. And I've seen one colonel exposed for Nemesis
Right.
over there on.
I think it's
Was that
C8,
B7
or
or
is it?
C8?
C8, it's one of those two.
It's one of those two in Winner's base there. Yeah. Wow.
If if Nemesis wants a shot at winning this, he's going to need to get that captain back, if not a major.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to.
Yeah.
It's clear that is.
Yeah, because now he's down the two sergeants and the minor as well, which that'll play a bigger part here in about 10 minutes or 15 minutes.
Absolutely. So. And right now there's a slight advantage in time. Now, will he take? I think this could be
Winner. Yeah.
No, I think that the E4 is the marshal here.
For Nemesis.
Yeah, I think so, because he might try to just get back the
piece in exchange.
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah. Do we know what that piece on E5 is for Winner or not really?
I think it's a captain.
Okay. Well, it'd be interesting.
Okay, so there's the captain getting that back. And if
what a read there, yeah. I mean that's
well, I think he knew both colonels. Okay.
Oh, well, if he knows both colonels, then yeah.
But that does change things here quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some spies at play too for both players, which is that's always makes the game significantly tougher for them. You can't just be all willy nilly with your marshal at that point.
No. If a major goes in Nemesis's favor, this is going to be a very, very interesting game. This piece is coming up. That's the major, I believe.
Yeah, we should got a major and a colonel back there. Yeah, you got to be a little careful here. Don't want to get too squared.
I believe this Winner's making this F7 square look like the spy, and
it could very well be. Sometimes he plays a little logical. I mean,
if not, it's the colonel, and I just completely misplaced it. No,
yeah. Nemesis does need to be slightly careful here that he doesn't get.
So it is the colonel, and exchange.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, no worry about getting your major trapped anymore, which is good.
Right.
Man, what a read! Or unless that piece had moved.
No,
I can't see. Yeah, I can't see that it has because Winner typically doesn't like to move too many pieces on his third and fourth rank. So
Right. But he sprung it when he needed to. He's trying to keep that advantage, and if you can, exchange down with advantages, that's the right course of action. So I'm not quite sure what's happening
right.
here.
Any bombs exposed yet?
No players have seen
That's-
any bomb.
That sounds about right. Has J7 moved for Winner? I'm sure.
Yes, I think the whole
Okay.
front rows have moved.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've seen how Winter and Maelstrom to us, but the same degree have set up their boards. I wouldn't be surprised if we see E10 through J10 bombs for Winter. Honestly, I mean, I've seen it before. On their setups, they do some really silly things. Sometimes with these bombs and.
Well, what we're going to see, I mean, this is a best of 7, so I kind of
Oh yeah.
believe this is the feel out game of the series, and I don't trust me when I say they're not going to repeat the same. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah. Who took their Nemesis? Okay.
It looked like Nemesis popped it.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right, so we do know that the J7 piece is movable, and I think that had moved before.
Yeah, I'm sure it had. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen Winter put a bomb in the starting 6. Well, interesting. So, I mean, looking at the board now he's got the captain back. We got the major for 2 lieutenants now, and he's down the 2 sergeants still. 2 sergeants and the minor. He does have the scout though. He does have a scout left, which could be a big deal here in 5-10 minutes. So
yeah,
as more pieces come off the board.
3-minute time advantage for Winner.
Yeah. I mean that's probably significant for sure. I mean that's just less thinking time. With no increment, you just get the 3 seconds. And then...
This is typical for Nemesis, though. I've seen so many games where he's down to the last minute, and that's something where, I'm kind of similar in that capacity where I'll spend too much time thinking. I don't criticize the kid for doing it because he's got his but I do criticize myself because I do not. Think well in that final 30 seconds. Like I will fumble a lot.
Yeah.
And he seems to do pretty well with it. And but I still don't. I prefer to have the time advantage. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. All right. So now Nemesis has pushed up and kind of making.
Yeah, got Winner at bay here, honestly. I mean...
Well, for a while, it was all Winner down in the setup now. But, this is the ebb and flow of the game where both players are going to react accordingly. And I kind of see what's happening here. All right. Now, this piece here on E6 could be the spy.
Right, and Winner is known to blind spy quite often.
Oh, sure, he's pressing. These could both be minors, for all I know, trying to come down and make a.
Well, Nemesis still has an unrevealed Marshall, yeah.
Yep.
So I mean, he.
But I think Winner's...
He's got that in his back pocket too. I mean, he's got that.
That's for sure. I think Winner has a read on it though that this F5. But I could be completely wrong. Nemesis has been known to bluff that Marshall to the
last
time.
minute, basically. Yeah.
Which
is not a bad strategy at all. I mean, I think I try to do that actually a lot too. Just.
Oh, I've seen it, brother. I've seen you keep that Marshall.
Problem with me is it's really only good if you're going to do it on the, third or fourth ranks.
I will say this though: the last game that Nemesis and Winner played, where Nemesis got the win, Winner didn't move his Marshall the entire game. In fact, we never after the match, Nemesis said, "I think it was this one here," and he did not move it the entire game, and
Yeah.
I think he was down, and was trying to utilize that as his kind of the last ditch effort here. We're gonna see here.
Something's gonna happen here.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So he gets rid of that miner. Wasn't gonna have that come down, and that's a good hit by Nemesis there. Not looking to have a tripod opened or another discovery piece, and I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's a ballsy call, but it kind of had to happen.
Yeah.
This is a real fight here. You know,
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. No doubt. So now we got the case captain there. Yeah.
Right.
For Nemesis is B4. So that's going to be
it's a target, but you know we still
target
have
for sure. Yeah.
we still have the kernels on the board. I know Nemesis, our winner, has not forgotten the whereabouts of that. Hey, do me a favor. Will you hold down the fort for a minute? I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah.
Piece here coming now for Nemesis, which you kind of have to do at some point. Yeah, it looks. I mean, this is interesting. Although,
Can you hear me now?
yeah,
All right.
yeah, that captain is definitely getting targeted pretty hard.
Right.
So I mean, it's he almost can't move to the left. Almost, I think it's what he's debating. Maybe just for the 2 square, maybe the 3 square, maybe. He's gonna force him to reveal the marshal potentially with this maneuver or something. This could be another bluff, honestly. Unless this is his marshal. I've already lost track of his marshal,
I'm
though.
thinking colonel. No, actually, I'm thinking major.
Yeah.
Place your bets, people.
Place your bets. Place your bets in the chat. I don't know if Winter has too many more bluffs here, honestly, because
Right.
he is starting to run out of pieces. I mean, maybe he can sack another sergeant, but to like get some info, maybe. But he's got to pretty much play pretty straight up for the rest of this game now, because
Yeah, if he loses, seriously.
even if you lose a sergeant here, it's not really great for him. So, I mean, yeah. So.
He's trying to entice a hit here.
But yeah, exactly. I think so. I think Nemesis is going to respect it, though. I think that.
Yep. After the last minor hit, I believe Winner is going to. Now, once again, dude, Winner is very crafty and savvy, and this could very well be another minor coming down. I
Did you discover a tripod?
Yeah, I apologize.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, he wants that. Okay,
Is this the? Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. Well, I mean, one of these pieces could take the captain for sure, probably. Because I thought the winner's marshals would be 7, but I could be wrong. That doesn't seem right.
No, I think it's the centerpiece here. I think it's the E4, right?
Is it E4?
I walked away for a minute, bud, so I kind of discombobulated myself.
I'm like half asleep myself, honestly, but like. But no, I mean,
we've really got to get our shit together. My God,
100%.
Son.
Yeah,
All right, so here's Nemesis pushing up and trying to.
Yeah, I get some.
Now I kind of see what's happening here. So this, all right.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotta be worried about that spy if this is the marshal on F4. Can't just
this piece is coming down on it. Okay.
Oh wow.
Well, I mean, Nemesis is telling us that this E2 could be the spy. I just don't know.
Oh yeah, E2. What the fuck is this? Okay. What the hell? Okay. Nemesis now definitely under some time
Yeah,
pressure.
it's coming. 4-minute
Green.
differential. 2-minute
Yeah.
warning. 2-minute warning going down.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. I mean, he's gonna have to make some on the fly decisions here in a little bit.
Speaking of a 2-minute warning, I've got a football game to watch after this. My Niners, baby.
Who are they playing today?
I believe the Falcons.
Oh, okay.
All
Let me
right.
see if I can't remember if the Chiefs were playing today or tomorrow.
They did. No, they played today. I think they won.
They better have won.
we got-
Oh wow, it was a sweep, 31-0. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so we got another red piece. Oh,
Takes
the blind spy hit with the Colonel swap. Man, Winner's got to be foaming at the mouth, seething about that one. Gee, but I mean, it wasn't a bad hit though. I mean, if he's hitting with his Colonel,
I don't think
the Marshal's on F3. What's the worry? So
well, I believe the bonus here is that Nemesis's Marshal is still
it's basically invincible now.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
Oh, wow.
So now
there's the Marshal.
there's the Marshal, makes an appearance, gets now up the captain.
Yeah, up the captain now.
But
and
now
the
this
two
is a dead
boots.
piece here. I think, that captain's dead, so they'll be even here.
Yeah, if this is a major here for
Yeah,
E3.
for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So the captain gets recaptured. Okay.
So this will be a classic kind of a
classic race, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean the old two loots versus the major.
right.
Which I mean
Here comes the
I don't know
timepiece. Nemesis is
I
going
don't
to
know
be hearing that ding
yeah,
here.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, minute 12 here for
Yeah.
the young pro and
5-minute differential.
Yeah, it's pretty significant at this point. I mean, he's gonna have to
Right. 1-minute warning.
make some moves. Yeah, he's got to basically make all his moves within 3 seconds now. Yeah. So, got 9 people in the chat. Welcome in. Make sure you leave a like on the stream here. Subscribe for these epic battles.
Yeah, this is game 1, guys. This has been pretty freaking good.
1 of 7.
I love how Nemesis is scrapping back, into what was looking very poor. It has made it very interesting. And
Right.
it's
Definitely. I mean, this is
learning experience here.
Yeah, so we got Nemesis Marshall on D3. We got Winners Marshall on F4. There's a lot going on here. We got some move pieces for Nemesis, though. Winner can't trap most of these pieces because he's got to be worried about that spy still. Could very well be the old classic haha gotcha back rank spy type action.
Yeah, very well could be.
Interesting.
Okay,
Ooh, he's going to go for
that's
it.
a big move.
Yeah, the other piece is capturable as well. This could be the spy here, I think.
Yeah.
For
Now this
Nemesis.
changes everything, and I think a winner realizes that he's got the advantage in exchanging right now.
100% now with that lieutenant capture, yeah, 100%.
If winner or if Nemesis still had the captain on the board, that would
Probably be
a different
enough,
story.
yeah. But this is where again now these sergeants are looking much more tough. Like it's much more tough to be down these sergeants, and they always say the sergeants are weird piece. Where do you play them? A lot of an in-game piece. A lot of times, I feel like, especially at the higher level play, probably. I don't know. I guess it just depends on how the flow of the game goes. But in this particular game, though, oh wow, here we have another piece moved here for Nemesis, H1 there. Which, I mean, at this point, you're gonna have to make something happen. Can't keep that back rank locked up forever.
No, you got to go. And here we go.
Yeah, 100%. I think this is likely to be the spy. We have 3 square action here for Nemesis, so it's not going to get locked in. That's good. Uh, well, he couldn't even 2 square or whatever because Marshall, but. And I mean, I guess Nemesis does have one last trick up his sleeve with the old
Well,
major he can reveal.
I think he's going to have to lotto.
Yeah. This is interesting. He really doesn't want to trade, but I don't know if this piece on F2 can afford to. Minor,
Yep.
okay. So we got 2 majors and
So
Marshall.
what I
here.
see happening here is Nemesis coming down and trying to get a piece back because he can't. Oh, okay. And I don't think, yeah, he's.
Or is he going to push for the draw? No, he's not going to push for the draw.
Nemesis is hitting that piece. Yeah, and that's going to be the game, guys.
That's going to be GG. Yeah, it's going to be GG.
He kind of had to right there.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I think actually
he is playing potentially the best player on the side right
great
now.
game, guys. You know, I want to Hammer. Thanks for coming in, brother. I appreciate that. And hopefully you can tune in for some more of these matches. Winner, congratulations. You're showing why you are the best online player in the world. And Nemesis, what a great fight, dude. Proud of you, boy. We're going to come back stronger in the next game and show some different looks for sure. I guarantee you that. But I don't know when they have scheduled. I'm sure they're probably chatting right now about when they're going to play that next one. And as soon as we get that information, we're going to put it out there, advertise for it, and, showcase it.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Yeah, I look forward to it. I think, I mean, 2 very top talented players on the site going at it, best of 7. The way I look at it is there's a lot to be learned here no matter what, for a lot of other players here,
right.
A lot of different tactics and when to bluff, a lot of good stuff going on here. So I think this is, even if nothing else, a good educational series, honestly, potentially. So
this is great. And for Nemesis in particular, I mentioned earlier that, he really only enjoys playing the very best players. So when he gets matched up with Winner, when Winner reached out and said, let's do a best of 7, he was like, let's go. And this is how iron forges iron. You're never going to improve unless you're getting your butt kicked or playing the best guys. So this makes sense for both players because, once again, Nemesis is 15 and is just now coming up and understanding the game, and he learned a lot of this from how Winner plays. So I know Winner wants to maintain his position as the best player, so he's got to play the best guys. Right. And it's hard to find competition when you're in the top 10,
right?
Because you want to play everybody, but you can't. And I think ultimately your goal is to be the best. You got to play the best, and that's what we're seeing in this best of 7 series. What's your plan tonight, brother? You gonna watch some Niner football or what?
I don't think so. You have fun with that, but I think. I don't know. I might get on Stratego, just play a couple games. We'll see.
Do it, baby.
Maybe I'll get some practice in.
I'll be looking out for you. Yeah, let me know if you do a live stream or anything. I'll be checking in on you for sure.
All right, man. All right,
buddy. I'll talk to you shortly. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks again, Silverhammer, for co-commentating. We're going to be doing this again for sure. Congratulations to Winner for the victory there, and Nemesis, great job, dude. Proud of you, bud. And we'll be seeing you soon. And bye.